Shalom. All praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the 144,000 and the 1/3 across the four corners of the earth from your brother Kabash from the GMS Atlanta camp. And I have a quick lesson I'm going into concerning these last days. It was an article that I came across that says the Rothschilds are trying to merge, but they ain't trying to, but they're merging these corporations with the governments with AI. And it goes to show you that the scriptures are correct. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 says, and he calleth all, both small and great, and who are great. Where it talks about these capitalists within the article 2 that I just came across, and they are considered as the great. And we, as the people, are considered as the small, especially as Israelites, so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native American Indians. Majority of us make up the blue collar, make up for the blue collar workers within these societies, especially America. You have England and whatnot, and everywhere else throughout the four corners of the earth, mainly here in America. But the great is these damn Edomites. And then you have these other nations, and you have a sprinkle of jake. They may have some type of money, but it's like very rare. Why? Because the earth is giving it to the hands of the wicked. But like I said, Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, it goes into that. And with them merging these corporations with the government and AI, that's total control over the whole world. Because these three that I just mentioned really makes the world go round. These corporations, which America is a corporation and not a country. You can check that movie out called The Network, which the apostles and the elders put us on. It's a late 1970s movie. And it goes to how these gas companies, these oil companies are really all that matter and not the people. And his news anchor, he was telling the people about how these corporations really run the world, really run their lives. And then they ended up killing the news anchor because he was leaking out too much information that they didn't want the masses to know about. And that's what's going on today. These corporations, these governments, and AI, they merging up together to what? Complete that new world order. He's about to fill his belly. Because these wars, like it says in this book, all wars are bankers' wars. These wars are literally these elite banking family wars, which are, these elite banking families are Esau, the so-called white man. They are the rich of the earth. Why? Because, like I said, Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So I'm going to start with Psalms chapter 37 and verse 16. And it reads, a little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. And who are the righteous man? Us Israelites, us so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native American Indians. Whether you believe it or not, we're the Israelites. We're the children of the Most High. We're sons and daughters of the Most High. And the Lord's coming back to deliver us out of this hellhole. Because the Lord said in Baruch chapter 2, verse 30, that we should remember ourselves in our captivity. How we're remembering ourselves in our captivity. Well, the Lord said he will raise us up in the last days. The Lord said he will raise us up in the last days. Guess what? These are the last days. These are the last days that the Lord has set up for us to be raised up. Ezekiel 37, the valley of the dry bones. The Lord said he blew breath in us. And we stood up as a great exceeding army, which are The army of the Lord is the 144,000. And then you have the 1/3, which is the men, women, and children, which are not part of the ranking of the 144,000, but they are the elect of the Most High that's going to be delivered in these last days. That's who are the righteous. And look, we don't have nothing, but the Lord said, better is the righteous. And then look, it says, a little that a righteous man have, which we don't have nothing, we live check to check. It says, a little that a righteous man have is better than the riches of many wicked. It's better than the riches of these Rothschilds, these banking families, these corporations. The brother Abba, well, the elder Abba from my camp, GMS Atlanta camp, he had did a video yesterday. He was talking about how these corporations such as Amazon, et cetera, is literally reaping in 100 times more out of us slaving for them and paying us pennies than ever before. You know, slavery has always been in rotation within America, but you know, you don't see the change on us today, just like in the 1600s, 1700s. But we still have chains on us. Why? Because this devil still has us in slavery. He still has us in captivity, and he's winning. But the Lord said, "It's better. The little that a righteous man have is better than the wicked that have many riches." It's like it. I'm gonna read it again. It says, "A little that a righteous man has is better than the riches of many wicked." So it's better than the riches of many wicked. The Lord, He don't care about these elite banking families having the world. Why? Because He's going to take it from them. The Lord raised them up just to show His power, just like it says in Romans chapter 9. Remember, He raised up Egypt. He told Pharaoh through Moses that He raised them up to show His power. And the Lord can do whatever He wants to. You know, why the Lord put us in slavery? Well, the Lord wanted to, according to His will. So right here in verse 17, for the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. Yeah, because like I said, them merging AI corporations and these governments, the Lord is having them to go to war as well. Because everybody, these other nations, these other world leaders, they ain't down with Esau's agenda, even though they are, lying in bed with them, so to speak. Because these nations, they following after the beast, but at the same time, they all in disagreement with each other. They're just waiting on the opportunity to get that chance to overthrow Esau. Like he says in Obadiah, all that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. All that were confederate with thee, because these nations are confederate with Esau, meaning they're joined with Esau. But at the same time, the Lord is going to cause them to be against each other. Even Esau, amongst Esau, they're against each other. You got Psalms 83. These nations are united against Jake, which is us. We're at the bottom. We don't have no army. We don't have no king. But they're against us. Just because we can go to work and clock in and say what's up to the boss, that don't mean that we good. No, these people, these people have a godlike complex. These people run this shit, man. And guess what? They're about to pull the rug up on everybody's feet. Because like it says in Revelation chapter 13, He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive a mark in their hand. What is that? What is that mark? Is that chip? Why are they merging AI with the corporations and government? Well, because these corporations that we work for, which is ruled by the governments, because of their laws and whatnot, legislations, they're going to have it to where we're going to have to take that chip in order to live out our daily lives. It ain't gonna be no more cash, no more. Which it already is. It already is no more cash. It's all It's we only dealing with cards. You got Bitcoin, but they've been uh, converted into digital. Don't nobody really want to use cash anymore. That's out of style. And Esau made it that way. Why? Because he's merging this new world order. He's changing this world into the image of the beast. But the Lord's about to upset him. Right here it says, For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. Yeah, the Lord's about to upset his enterprise. So they're merging their enterprise with this corporation and AI and government. But at the same time, they don't know that the Lord have them in the trip back. These elite families, they know that their end is now. You can read about the promised land and the lost tribes, in the promised land. Those Spaniards, they knew that we was a chosen people. Christopher Columbus, Isabella, which they tried to make a covering of themselves as the chosen people with different titles that belong to us, like the Jews and whatnot. But they knew that we were the chosen people, that we are the chosen people. And Lord willing, I'll do a lesson on that, going into that book in certain pages, filtering it with the scriptures to show and to prove that we are the children of Israel. Because it mentioned the tribe of Reuben amongst the Native American Indians or the Native Indians. You got Seminole Indians and, Native American Indians, but it's really one and the same of the 10 tribes concerning Gad and Reuben. And then you have Issachar that was over here in North America. Then you have Central America. Then you have Taino Indians, which they proved that to be for the tribe of Joseph, which the tribe of Joseph consists of the tribe of Manasseh and the tribe of Ephraim. Which Ephraim are the so-called Puerto Ricans, which are the Taino Indians that they spoke about in that book. And they called them the chosen people. And they spoke broken Hebrew. Christopher Columbus had an interpreter sent over here with him, and they had him because they knew that they was going to people of the chosen that spoke Hebrew. And how much more today? Because they know that the earth is ours. They know that the blessing is ours, but they want their birthright back. But it's not going to be so, because the Lord already gave it to Jacob. And the Lord said in 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 9, Esau is the end of the world, which is in the world of Esau now. This is his heaven. He makes all the laws and rules. He passed sanctions on nations. He can bomb nations without getting punished. He's changing it into his new world order system, but it's not going to work. Why? Because the Lord says so. Verse 19 says, they should not be ashamed in the evil time, which is now. We're preaching this truth, but we ain't ashamed. People think we bugged out, but we're not. It says in the days of famine, they should be satisfied, because there is a famine coming. And it's a famine of the word, first and foremost, that's coming. Like it says in Amos chapter 8, verse 11. But also a famine of food. We're going to be okay in both of those famines. Verse 20, but the wicked should perish, and the enemies of the Lord should be as the fat of lambs, and they should consume into smoke, should they consume away. Yeah, because America is that altar. And it says, but the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord should be slacking. Verse 21. The wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous showeth mercy and giveth. So that's it on this video. But yeah, man, the Lord is coming to destroy Esau and save Jacob, man. Though they're changing this world into a new world order, yet it still is not going to work because the Heavenly Father already deemed for Jacob, the Israelites, to be having the world in their hands forever, which is the saints' inheritance. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.